Don't blink. I don't know who said it first. It might have been me. Or it might have been the voice that sounded like me over the ship's intercom just before the speakers cut into that long, hollow silence that pressed against the ears like pressure underwater. We were already inside by then. Cargo ship Echelon-9. Empty manifest, no crew listed, no logs after docking 3 months ago. Just left drifting in still water like it had been waiting. Everything inside was clean. Too clean. No dust, no footprints, no smell, not even rust. Just corridors, doors, endless rows of sealed containers that looked like they had never been opened, and yet, some of them were slightly misaligned, like something had shifted them, then tried to fix it. We didn't notice that part until later. We didn't notice a lot of things until later. The first mistake happened in the corridor outside storage deck B. I remember it clearly. At least, I think I do. We were 5 then. Marcus, Elena, Ruiz, me, and there was someone else. I know there was, because I remember counting 6 reflections in the black glass panel of the sealed door, but when I turned, 5. Just 5. Did someone go ahead? I asked. No one answered. Ruiz checked the feed tablet. No movement, he said. Just us. That was the first delay. It took us too long to move again. Later, I realized something was wrong with the feed. It wasn't live, it was waiting. A fraction of a second behind. Then more. Then, enough that when Marcus waved, the screen showed him standing still, and then waving. After. We laughed at it, at first, because everything was silent. Not normal silence, not the kind where you hear your own breathing or footsteps echo. This silence, swallowed sound. Our voices came out dull, soft, like we were speaking through layers of cloth. Even the metal under our boots didn't ring. It absorbed us. And that's when Elena said it. Don't listen to the same door twice. We stopped. What? I asked. She looked confused. I didn't say anything. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Marcus stepped between us. Enough! Focus! But he was already looking at the doors. There were too many. Every 10 feet, identical. No markings, except some of them had faint dents, like someone had pressed their ear against them. Hard. We passed one, then another. Then I heard it. A sound. Soft. A tap from inside one of the doors. I froze. Did you hear that? Ruiz nodded slowly. Marcus shook his head. No. Elena said, Which door? I turned to point, but there were 3. 3 identical doors, all of them slightly dented, all of them wrong. Don't listen twice, Elena whispered. Why? I don't know, she said. But I remember. She stopped. Her face changed, like something inside her had corrected itself. I don't remember saying that, she said. The tapping came again, this time from a different door. But I didn't see it move. I didn't see anything move. That's when I blinked. And when I opened my eyes, Marcus was standing closer to the door. Too close. His hand was on it. I think there's someone inside, he said. No, I said immediately. No, don't. He pressed his ear against it. The dent deepened, slowly, like the metal was soft, or like something on the other side was pushing back. Then he pulled away. What did you hear? Ruiz asked. Marcus frowned. I don't remember. The feed tablet flickered. For a second, we saw ourselves.
standing still, then moving. Then something else. Between frames, a shape, too thin, too wrong, wearing the space between us. I blinked again, and it was gone. But something had changed. Marcus stepped back, then forward again, then back, like his movement had doubled, delayed. "Did you just—" I started. "No," he said quickly. Too quickly. We kept moving, because staying still felt worse. But the corridors didn't stay the same. They narrowed. Not physically, but in memory. We couldn't remember how wide they had been before, or how many steps we had taken, or how many doors we had passed. Only that we were passing them again, and again, and again. "Stop," Ruiz said suddenly. We all stopped, except Marcus didn't. He took one more step, then another, then stopped, like he had caught up with himself. "That's not right," Elena whispered. "No," I said. "It's not." The feed tablet showed 5 of us, then 6, then 5 again, and one of them wasn't following the delay. It was ahead, watching us, waiting for us to blink.
We stopped blinking. At least, we tried. It became a game at first. A stupid, desperate game. "Count," Ruiz said. "Out loud. Stay synced." 1, 2, 3. We forced our eyes open, burning, dry, every second stretching longer than it should, because time wasn't steady anymore. It folded, slipped, repeated. 1, 2. Marcus blinked, just once, too fast to stop. We all saw it, and we all felt it. A shift. Not in the corridor, in us. Marcus staggered, like he had missed a step that hadn't happened yet. "What did you see?" I asked. He didn't answer. "Marcus." "I heard something," he said slowly. "What?" He hesitated. "I can't say." "Why not?" His eyes snapped to me, wide, terrified. "Because it told me not to." The silence pressed harder, closer, like it was listening. Elena shook her head. "No, that's not—" She stopped. Her mouth stayed open, but no sound came out. Her throat moved, her lips formed words, but the silence swallowed them. And then, a faint sound, not from her, from behind us. A whisper. Her voice, speaking the words she couldn't say. "It learns when we say it." We turned. Nothing there. But the whisper lingered, delayed, like the feed. Ruiz grabbed the tablet. "It's not just lag," he said. "It's layering." He flipped through the playback, moments repeated, but not exactly. Each time, slightly different. Each time, worse. Marcus touching the door, again and again, each version pressing harder, listening longer, until one version of him didn't pull away. "Turn it off," I said. Ruiz didn't. He couldn't, because something else was on the screen now, standing behind us, wearing the space between our shoulders, not fully there, only in the frames between blinks. "You see it?" he whispered. "Yes." "No," Elena said immediately, too quickly. We all looked at her. "You don't see it?" I asked. "No," she said. "There's nothing there." But her eyes, they weren't looking at us. They were fixed, just to the side, like she was avoiding something, or like something had told her where not to look. The tapping started again,
closer, not from the doors, from the walls, from the floor, from inside the ship itself. Soft, irregular, like something learning rhythm. We moved faster. We had to, because staying meant listening, and listening meant remembering, and remembering meant feeding it. "Don't repeat anything," I said. "Don't say the same thing twice." "Why?" Ruiz asked. "I don't know," I said, I stopped, because I had said that before. I knew I had, and when I realized that, the tapping changed. It matched my words. "Don't say the same thing twice." It echoed back, not perfectly, but close enough. We ran. The corridor narrowed again, or maybe we just couldn't remember it being wider. Doors blurred past, too many, too similar. Some of them open now. We didn't remember opening them. Inside, darkness, but not empty. Never empty. We reached a junction, 3 paths, all identical, except one felt safer. "Left," Marcus said immediately. "No," Elena said. "Right." Ruiz hesitated. "The feed shows—" "Don't look at the feed," I snapped, because it wasn't helping. It was delaying us. It was teaching it. We stood there, frozen, arguing, remembering different things, different paths, different sounds, different doors. "Don't follow the safest exit," Elena whispered. "I don't remember that rule," Ruiz said. "I do," she insisted. "No," Marcus said. "You didn't say that." "Yes, I did." "No, you didn't." Their voices overlapped, out of sync, repeating, correcting, until they both stopped at the same time and looked at me. "You said it," they said together. I hadn't. I was sure I hadn't, but I remembered it. Somewhere. Later. Before. The tapping stopped. The silence deepened, and then a blink. Not mine, not theirs. Something else blinked, and when it opened, the corridor was shorter, much shorter. The walls closer, the doors fewer, and one of them was open. Inside, something moved, not fully visible, only in the space between looking and seeing, and it turned toward us. Just as Marcus whispered, "I think it knows which door we'll choose before
We choose it. We didn't move, because moving meant deciding, and deciding meant repeating, and repeating meant it learned. The open door pulsed, not physically, but in perception, like it was closer every time we blinked, except we weren't blinking. Not anymore. Not fully. Just micro flickers. Enough. Always enough. Ruiz dropped the tablet. It hit the floor without a sound. The screen still lit, still playing, still showing us. From behind, from ahead, from angles that didn't exist, and the shape. It wasn't between us anymore. It was aligning, matching, replacing. Elena stepped back, then forward, then back again, duplicating. "I can't tell if I moved," she whispered. "You did," Marcus said. "No," I said, "you didn't." They both looked at me, confused. Because both were true. Both had happened. Both were still happening. The tapping returned, louder, closer inside us, inside our heads, matching our thoughts, predicting them, correcting them. "You can't say it," Marcus said suddenly. "What?" I asked. "The truth," he said. "Once it starts, You can't say it. That's not... I stopped, because I was about to say it again, and I knew that mattered. The shape moved. I didn't see it, but I felt it. A shift, a pressure, a presence where nothing should be. Right behind me, wearing my outline, waiting for me to blink. I held my eyes open. Pain burned through them. Vision blurred, edges doubled, tripled, and in those layers, I saw it. Not as a thing, but as a correction, a version of me, slightly off, slightly wrong, learning, adapting, because of us, because of the rules. Every rule we followed, it learned how we avoided it. Every hesitation, it learned how to cause it. Every contradiction, it learned how to become it. We taught it, Elena whispered. Her voice came out this time, clear, because it wasn't the truth, not fully, not yet. The door creaked, without sound, opening wider. Inside, something familiar. Not a room, not a space, a memory. Our entry point, the first corridor, the first door, the first mistake. It's looping us, Ruiz said. No, I said. It's refining us. The shape stepped forward, into alignment, into me, not merging, not replacing, just fitting, like it had always been there, waiting for the final correction. Marcus screamed, or tried to. The sound didn't come out, but I heard it, delayed, from behind, from ahead, from inside the open door. Multiple versions, all slightly different, all worse. And then I blinked, just once, because I couldn't stop it, and when I opened my eyes, I was alone. The ship was silent, empty, clean. No footprints, no voices, no tablet, no doors out of place. Just rows of containers, perfectly aligned, except one, slightly dented at ear height. I stepped closer, slowly, carefully, because I knew the rules. I remembered them, all of them, except one felt new, or maybe it had always been there. Don't trust the version of yourself that remembers the rules. I froze, because I didn't remember learning that, but I knew it was true. I knew because I could feel something behind me, matching my stance, matching my breath, waiting for me to decide, for me to repeat, for me to teach it again. I reached for the door, and just before I touched it, I heard a voice, my voice, from behind me, soft, close, certain. You've already opened it.